Hello, this is Gary at Jack Raven Bushcraft. This week I'm going to look at using goosegrass as a tinder. So goosegrass, cleavers, actually it goes by a whole host of different names. So sweetheart, sticky jack, sticky jim, sticky weed, sticky bud, sticky willy, as well as the goosegrass and cleavers. I tend to go with goosegrass and cleavers, as I do sometimes use those two interchangeably without even thinking about it. So what is it I'm actually referring to? So it's the one that it's the long vine-like plant that basically it sticks to your jumper. So there is some down on the floor here. Goosegrass, it kind of pokes its head up quite early in the year, so Marchish time. At that time of year you can pick the tips on it, you can eat those. It's good for your lymphatic system. So I'm only generally I just eat the very tips on goosegrass, on cleavers. The little burrs on this that make it stick to your clothing can irritate your insides if you eat it. So if you want to eat the sort of long stems on it, then you need to give it a quick steam, and that's going to prevent that from happening. So as I say, it comes through quite early in the year and we can use it as an edible. This time of year, so we're now looking at mid-August, it's all died off again now, and the floor around here is just absolutely dotted with it. It's covered with the stuff. So all like this, you can see I'm just literally just picking up handfuls of it here. It's all around. So this is going to make a really good tinder for your fire lighting, so a little bit more than that. Yeah, good handful. It's going to make a really useful tinder. So there's at least a couple of things that we can do with it. So you can light this directly with a fire steel, and it burns really well. Or we could use it in a tinder bundle, and again it burns really well. If you've used tinder bundles previously, lots of people kind of practice with hay because it's relatively straightforward to get hold of. What you will find with the cleavers, the goosegrass, is that it goes up much quicker. So you really have to read the smoke when you're using this as a tinder bundle. So wait for that dense cloud of smoke, and then when it gets to that point and you think, yeah, another breath or two, that's going to ignite, at that point put it on the ground with all of your first stage of kindling on top, lay alongside, making sure the wind is onto the back of you. Last couple of breaths and up it'll go, and it will go, as I say, it will go very quickly. So what I'm picking up now is laid on the ground. It hasn't rained for weeks and weeks. If you're in the UK, you will be aware that we're in a drought at the moment. So yeah, everything on the ground is completely dry. So I can pick this up off the floor and it's going to be absolutely fine. However, as soon as it does rain, this stuff is going to rot down into the ground. So we've got a window of opportunity now when we can use it, but that window of opportunity really is only up until the conditions start getting a little bit wet again. So I'm next to a dead hedge now, and again we've got the goosegrass growing up through the dead hedge, so it does like to climb wherever it's able to. So if it's got the opportunity, it will start to wrap itself around other things and grow upwards. So yeah, dead hedge, live hedges, fences are often a good place to take a look for this. So, it'll even grow up in amongst through brambles. So the advantage this gives us, so this isn't on the floor, clearly. And so even though, or even when it might rain, this stuff, it's, yes, it's going to be damp, but it's not going to rot away. Um, and so I've found in sheltered spots, I've found goosegrass well into the following year. So well into sort of March, April, May time. So it makes a great resource for us all year round, not just this part of the year. But remember, if you are looking for goosegrass, you know, that little bit later into the year, the stuff on the floor, that's not going to be much use to you. The stuff that's growing upright through the hedges, through the fences, dead hedges, all of that kind of thing, that's what you're going to want to try to look for. And as I say, it's going to be useful to you either lighting directly with a fire steel or as use in a tinder bundle. So this lot I'm going to leave exactly where it is, because I will come back and make more use of this here over the winter. So I hope that's something that you found useful, something that you can use on your own bushcraft adventures. I will do my best to get more content out next week. Make sure you don't miss out on that. You can subscribe either to our YouTube channel or to our blog, both of which are Jack Raven Bushcraft. In the meantime, take care.